And we're back live, W7, at Nathan Hale for the Nathan Hale and CMH game.
Kellyanne's Heroes going to take over play-by-play here to begin the
nope.
second half. So Kellyanne, here we go.
All right.
Olivia has the ball.
31-20.
You're doing good. Keep going.
Oh, God, okay. Oh, we got a
Stevens dribble drive on the baseline.
Do
That's all right. You can get it. You can do it. You're college students. You guys are super smart.
Barely a college student.
Stop it.
One semester in.
Stop.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, Kellyanne, here you go.
All right. I need a roster.
You need a roster. Here you go.
We'll
get you hooked up here. There you go.
All right, you need one too,
Oh,
Abby.
gosh, am I supposed to help you?
Yes.
I just like
We're doing
making
this
funny
together.
comments. I don't want to.
I know, me too, but you know.
So.
All right, that's a pass.
So Kellyanne will do the play-by-play.
That's a
Abby,
pass.
you'll do the commentary here,
Okay.
Abby.
And that is a. Oh, I'd rather do commentary.
Oh, well, you wanted the play-by-play.
Gary, I think you should do the play-by-play. We'll commentate.
Okay,
Yeah,
do you want to do
Yeah,
that?
I think that's good. Here, you need a roster
Okay,
too.
I have one here.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, though.
All right, you're welcome.
CMH ball, 31-20, 17-23 to go first half. Ball on the floor, picked up Abby Stevens, 3-on-2.
Wow, you go so
Good
fast.
pass.
Oh, that's, yep.
Amber Lee, bounce pass.
Amber, stay strong.
McClure,
Sorry, come on.
Pahowski on the dribble drive, and thought they were going to foul there. And hey, we are back live again, by the way, so apologies. You know, we have one camera out at Wauwatosa West with one microphone. It's working like a champ. I got 97 cameras here and 14 headsets. Can't get anything to work. 31-23. Was that Lewandowski on the three? 32?
No, that was, I believe it was Haley Crow.
Haley Crow.
Yeah.
I was giving Haley a hard time in pregame. I said, you know, you guys got to beat these guys tonight. You know, they did get knocked down a peg or two. She's like, yeah, right? 31-23. Well, 8-point lead, 16-47. So, Kellyanne, I mean, you know your dad here. What do you think was said at halftime in the locker room today?
Well, I think he's
just loosely, I mean.
Probably about the free throws. You know, I think that he was very upset that they practiced it yesterday, and they're free points, you know. I think that was really frustrating for him. But I think he stayed calm.
He sounded calm.
Yeah.
Well, Bill always talks first and calms everybody, so we're not all like shitting in our pants because we're scared George is gonna come in.
There's one got out.
There it is.
Sorry.
And the seal is broken. Abbey Arena gets us going here.
It was gonna happen
eventually.
sometime.
Nice. 31-23, 16-23. So Abby, I know you and Bill had a very good relationship. You know, when you played, you know, your time here, and I know how much he really thought of you as a player. Give me a good Bill story. It doesn't have to be funny. I mean, you know, he's a great coach and just a great guy. And
yeah, he really is. I think one of my all my favorite moments with him is when George is just doing something ridiculous.
Well, that's all the time.
All the time.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like me and Bill look at each other and we're like, what is going on? And then me and him just have that connection, and then we just make fun of George, and it's just like perfect. And it just lightens up kind of practice too if he's like getting in a mood. So it's always fun messing around with Bill to the other coach.
And
we love picking on Dad
and that's
George.
true. And you know, one of the things Bill said, you know, last year was, you know, this team is irreplaceable not because of the talent and the way they play, but just because of the kids and who they are, and just, you know, the laughing, the goofing around, you know, just the relationship that he had with all of you. I know it was a very, very special team for him, and obviously for you guys as well.
I think it was just fun. Like, we all enjoyed just being there, you know, like.
Yeah, being with each other.
Yeah, and it really showed on the court too. Like, we just enjoyed being on the court together. The amount of times that, especially me, you and Alyssa, I know, and Zoe, like, we were on the court a lot of the times, and we were just like start laughing, like, for no reason.
Well, and what's funny too is, and Alyssa said this, I think, very well. Oh, nice
good
feed!
pass.
Oh,
wow, Laguzimon, that was nice,
good.
wasn't
that
it?
Was so
wow.
Nice. Yeah.
That was pretty fast.
I had goosebumps there. I even said her name wrong. It's Laguzimon.
I don't even try.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Nice pass ahead. Laguzimon to Stevens. Off the glass for two, Abby Stevens.
How did my dad say Beatrice's name last year? We had a foreign exchange student.
Oh, that was so
Beatrice.
funny.
He wouldn't say it right.
It's almost like Dracula or something.
Like,
but what I was going to say was, Alyssa, I think, said it really well. And she said, you know, the thing I enjoy most about this team is coming to practice. No kid, nobody says that. You know, but that's just, you know, I came to that first practice with you guys, and I mean, it was like comedy hour. I mean, it was, but at the same time, it was a great blend because you guys could really have fun, but also you worked hard. It was serious, and you were getting ready to play. But Abby, to your point, I think you're right on in that, Bill and George are such great compliments to each other and how they do things, and I think that's what makes them such a great team as coaches.
I know all of our families joke that they like go on dates.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they're like married.
They're like a married couple.
It really is.
They talk over each other like that and say, no, you're saying it wrong, Bill. Not like that. I mean,
it's funny because at practice they used to like go and whisper to each other, and we're all just standing here like watching them whisper. It's like, okay. They'll just like whisper, argue.
Well, 36-23, back to a 13-point lead. Steal by Leguizamon ahead to Stevens. Boy, you see those two are connected right now. You can see that.
Yep.
15-point lead.
That just keeps
right.
It was. It's the same thing over and over again, isn't it?
It worked so much. So.
Feet inside. Ellie Bauman for 2 for CMH.
Oh, my.
That was a big jump, Georgie.
It was a big jump and a big yell.
You just saw his hair go up and down.
You guys should have seen him at the Germantown game. Holy smokes.
I watched it. Yep.
I didn't want to see it.
It's a good thing Abby has thick skin, Stevens, because, boy, she got an earful. Pass to Bauman. No good. Leguizamon on the rebound.
I think there was only one time he got in my face.
Oh, I remember.
I was pissed at him, too.
The one time he yelled at me the worst was Sussex Hamilton, and for like days before this game they kept saying, do not, like, no one else can take it out besides Kellyanne. First play of the game,
oh wow, following through.
I take it out and George just lights me up, takes me out of the game, screams at me, and
there
I'm
was
like,
probably like a minute in the game, like into the game.
And it was like the first play of the game I messed up and he just let me have it.
How did you take that, Abby? I'm curious as how you responded to that.
I just was in shock. I was like, well, I knew I really messed up, but I was like, oh my gosh, he's really in my face right now. And I was like, well.
Kind of get teary-eyed, but it's like,
yeah, but you
can't. You're kind of scared.
You can't like cry though, because then you just
right.
have to like.
Well, then you get yelled at again, you know.
Yeah.
Natalia for 3.
That was good.
But you guys are so funny. I mean, you give them a hard time and everything else, but ultimately, I know you guys so well in that, the worst thing you could do is disappoint them, and you don't. I know neither of you ever want to do that, and that's always the biggest fear. Is I don't mind if they get mad at me, but just don't be disappointed in me.
Right.
Yeah, they're like dads. Well,
absolutely.
Bill's my dad at practices. He was always. Me and my dad would come. We'd be mad at each other, and Bill would just be there. Big Bill, it's not my day.
William.
Well, and that was the funniest thing, at the Germantown game. Stevens on the drive. Callie walk, baseline jump shot, no good. Rebound, McClure.
Nice.
May have been fouled, not called. Back up and for 2, Olivia McClure.
She kept that high. That was good.
Yeah.
It was funny, the Germantown game, because Coach Soteros gave Abby just an earful, and she goes to sit down next to Bill, and Bill's like, so let's talk about this. It was such a contrast.
He's such a calm person.
He is. He's very calm.
Which is so good with George.
With Georgie.
Keep on calling him Dad. Ooh. Nice. Nice, Kelly.
Bryn's dad's getting good on the PA over there.
Right? I asked my dad if I could announce a game.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, he didn't go for that.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. Wouldn't I be good at that?
I don't know, Kelly.
I'd get really excited. That's for sure.
Feet inside Bauman. Nice pass for 2. Ellie Bauman for 2.
Oh, did she miss that?
Coming back the other way, Stevens. Callie walk. Reminder, following tonight's game, the W7 Live player of the game, and these two are going to pick who it is, so you guys better start thinking about that.
Wait, what? You have to play?
Here's Abby Stevens, and it cannot be Abby or Natalia because they've both been one already this year, and I try not to get a kid more than once a year.
I got some ideas, so we're good.
Oh, good. All right.
I
like ideas.
Yeah.
43-27, 12:42 to go.
Starts with an S? Or are you thinking someone else?
No, we're thinking someone.
Everybody's always worried there's a camera right in front of them when they walk. So
I think last time I bent down. I bent all the way down.
So I leave it like that just because I like to see the awkward shuffles as people walk by. Some people are like, I don't care. I'm going. It doesn't matter. Pahowski may have been a travel.
Yeah.
Kelly walk, back up top, Stevens. Dribble drive into the lane. Scoop shot 2, Abby Stevens.
I don't know how she makes those.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
45-29. You know what surprises me? We haven't seen a lot of outside shooting from Hale tonight. It's really been a lot of penetration, dribble drive shots. Shot no good. Rebound saved by CMH out of bounds. Husky ball. That was McKenna Christensen, 34. Walk will come out. Amber Lee in. Bryn Zimmerman in for the first time tonight, number 14, senior.
Way to represent my number. Nice job.
That's right. That is your number.
Oh, yes.
Who's wearing? Who's got 20 now, Abigail?
Who is it?
Savannah Hart.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Does.
Yeah.
See, I remember your number, Abby. How about that?
Thank you.
Who could forget our numbers?
Three-pointer, Laguzimon.
Same day as my birthday.
True.
Rebound.
Abby's birthday was yesterday, everyone.
Oh, happy birthday. 19?
Yes.
Nice. Happy
Yes,
birthday.
19. Thank you.
I won't tell you what year it was when I was 19. It was a while ago. It was 2014 or something like that.
2014.
Or it was 1990. Somewhere between 1990 and 2014 is when that happened. 45-29, 11:30 left. What about you guys? When we get into coaching, is that something that you have an interest in, do you think? I mean, I think you guys both be excellent coaches. And I'll tell you right now, there is such a need for coaches in girls athletics right now. It's
we actually
crazy.
just talked about, like, we should coach a
but
team
you'd be a
together.
fantastic coach. You'd be so good.
Someone told me that they could totally see me, like, wearing, like, a pantsuit and, like, have
Oh,
a clipboard
no question.
and, like, totally be professional.
You'd be killing the power suit, Abby.
I feel like
would
I'd
love
definitely
it.
get as mad as my dad.
Yeah,
I'd
you
be my
would.
dad, you'd be Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we
would
would
be
be.
a good
Oh,
would
you
be
got
good.
you see, that's exactly right. The both of you guys.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
see it.
I really
We
could.
definitely should get into coaching.
We should coach a youth team.
You should. You
we?
definitely should.
Or just varsity. We can take over.
Just start. Yeah, just start now.
Take over for George and Bill right away.
They're probably ready to go out to pasture anyway, really. 45-30, 11:22 to go. Pass into Husky. Abby.
There it was.
Abby already had that ball in her hands, ready to put it in the hoop.
I know. That was
The only
always,
problem was Serena didn't pass it.
Yeah. That was the one where she tried to do the behind. That was always a
Yeah.
hard one. I could never.
I
I
know,
always made you go in that
I was
spot.
always in that spot, and I'm like trying to look. I'm like, do I do it? I don't know.
It is scary.
45-30, 11
good grab.
minutes to go. Pass inside Nims. Alyssa Nims for two. Here's Stevens. Zimmerman. Oh, got Amber Lee down there. Didn't see her. Stevens coming off the pick and roll.
come
We
on,
have
Amber,
play-by-play going on behind us, too, by the way, in case you're not aware. Laguzimon, three. Off the top of the rim. Rebound. Well, I'll tell you what, Natalia, either the baby is nothing but net or it goes to the wildest places.
Oh, yeah.
Three-point shot.
That's a
Claire
good shot by her.
Lewandowski for three.
Wow.
McClure will come back in, and Callie Walk will come back into the next dead ball. Here's Stevens. Scoop shot up and no good. Rebound, CMH. She's so athletic, you guys. It's just,
I know.
It's insane.
It is. That's the exact word. It is insane. And it's insanity, just the pace. I said she's got one speed at 626 miles an hour, and that's it. There's no other speed. Claire
another one by her.
Lewandowski is on fire.
Wow.
Timeout, CMH. Or West
Hale.
Allis Hale.
Hale.
Here come the Crusaders, 45-38. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Check out this clip from the Huskies of 2018.
This team was special. I remember the first practice, we all sat down during a break and went around in a circle talking about our day. It was the first day and we already started creating a family. But it wasn't just us that made this season special. It was the coaches too. From the team and I, we want to thank Coach George for the dedication and excitement you bring to this team. You always give credit to us, so now here's our turn to give credit to you. You came to practice this year with one mindset always, to make us not just better basketball players, but a better family. You continue to stress family. You continue to stress team, and the team truly turned into one. Never did you give up on any of us, even in our worst of times. You always gave people something to laugh at and to brighten our day. He was always able to laugh at himself and not care if we were making fun of his run, his shuffles, his crazy sayings that no one ever heard of, and many, many more things. Whether it was after a devastating loss or a huge win, Coach George always had the ability to come into practice with a smile, getting ready for the next game. He knew exactly how to talk to us and keep us motivated, even when the season got long.
I don't like seeing my dad cry, and I like came out of halftime. I'm like bawling my eyes out, like this is not okay.
Like, it really hit you because he was like so mad, and
Yeah.
that's like he just was disappointed, and he kind of was crying. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's when.
I would give an intro back into the we're live again, but these two just will keep going the whole time. So there's really no need. We'll just flow right back into it.
We're live. Oh, good pass. And good.
So share some of that, Kellyanne. We saw that clip, you presenting to your
Yeah.
dad just during the banquet last year. And, what was that like going through that? I mean, I don't want to make you emotional now.
No,
but
it's okay. He was my coach when I was like in 5th grade. I would go and watch him coach my brothers and my sister. And so not having him as a coach anymore it was sad. And I think he was more emotional, like he's not going to coach a kid again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's weird because it wasn't like bad being, like some kids hate that their dad coaches them,
Right.
and it was just good. It was a good relationship. I think it brought me and my dad definitely got a lot closer from it. And so I think that's what made it so emotional.
And
We were so close.
You never got any special treatment. I mean, that I know just from being around you guys as much as I was last year.
And he made it almost like harder for me. Like I had to work harder.
Right.
And, I was expected to go to every single thing. And I remember one time he like would call me in the mornings, like, are you going to open gym? And are you going to lifting? Like, you're there. And I would be at every single one. There was times where I'd be like exhausted and he would be like, are you there? And I'm like, yes, I'm going. So,
and he kind of ascribes, I always said this when I coached, youth sports is, the good news is I treat you all like my kids. The bad news is I treat you all like my kids,
Yeah,
So, I mean,
definitely.
you're all going to get the same treatment.
And I think he really did. He treated every single person on his team like
I
it
would
was
agree
his kid,
100%.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely
Had
more
I
emotional.
not known you had the same last name, I never would have known. I mean, honestly, and not in a bad way. It's just he treated all of his players like his kids, which is great.
Good
Pass
Oh,
inside.
yeah. That was a good
McClure.
move. That was a really strong move.
And I'll tell you guys this, and I think you know this already, but I cannot tell you. I mean, we talk almost every day, your dad and I do, and I cannot tell you how much it means to him to have all these players come back.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing to him is, hey, I hate losing them, but I love when they come back and just, or check in to see how things are going and things like that. That means so much to him.
And even, I saw him grow through this program. So I was there from the first day. So seeing him and seeing so much, all the work he puts in, it's just amazing. And he, I kid you not, stays up till, and no exaggeration, 1 o'clock. My mom has to literally ask him, are you coming to bed tonight?
Oh, you should
he's
see the
sitting
notes
there
that he
watching.
sent me before games. I mean, it was
crazy.
like pages and pages.
Yeah.
I'm like, George, there's no way I could get through any of
loves
this,
it.
in a
Yeah,
game. But
he
I mean,
loves it.
I was never not prepared coming to a Husky game. He always had me ready.
And he really, he does do it for everyone. He does it for the
Absolutely.
kids.
Yep.
He wanted the program because he saw how it was, and he just wanted to change it.
Yeah, he really brought up the program.
Yeah, and he wanted to change it because he.
Oh. Natalia has that rare gift. Maybe it's not rare, and maybe it's not a gift exactly, but she can get under people's skin like no other. I mean, it's the weirdest thing. I mean, I don't mean it in an insulting way. It's just, she brings out something in some people that just, I don't know what it is. I guess I can't really explain it. But
she's physical.
She is.
Kind of like Alyssa last year.
And Alyssa this year.
Get a little, yeah, get a little feisty.
47-40, 7:30 to go.
We had a lot of emotion on this team last year.
Nims for two. Boy,
all of us.
They got to find a way to shut her down. Alyssa
Yeah.
Nims is killing
She's having
the Huskies.
a great game.
Yeah, they're starting to catch up a little bit.
47-42, 5-point lead. Tiffany Paulus with the ball. Stevens,
That's
nice
a great
pass. McClure.
Nice.
It was a great pass and a great job by Olivia. I'd like to see her go about a quarter second sooner. As soon as she gets that ball, immediately to the rack. That half-second delay is just a killer.
Yeah.
And that was Kellyanne. That was really one thing you were so great at is when you get the ball underneath. I mean, there wasn't a lot of time goofing around and messing around, dribbling on the floor. I mean, it's step and put it up and put it in.
Yeah, I definitely wish I would have had more post moves last year, but
I
Olivia's
hated doing post moves.
I know. Olivia's got such good ones.
She does.
She just knows.
If she just does it a little faster.
Yes, that's exactly right, Abby.
Finish and be just a little stronger on it.
Yeah, she'll be amazing down there.
Yeah.
She'll definitely
Second shot,
She is,
no good.
Just from the start of the season, she has gotten so much better at them too.
Yeah, so she'll really grow with them.
Yeah.
48-42, just under 7 minutes left.
Here's a Bill story when he used to work post moves with us. He would
yeah.
destroy us.
Yeah,
He'd play defense and he would just
grab your arm and
yes.
shove you down. And I'm like, what?
There's times where he would show people how to box out. He'd do a box out on me, and I'd just fall. I'm like, Bill, I wasn't expecting you to actually push me.
Did an example, he would grab your arm as hard as he could, and you would just, pull you. I'm like, it's like a leash.
Like, oh
and
gosh.
I'm like, what do you mean?
And then there's George who would try and actually do it. And I'm like,
and then break a knee.
Yeah.
Paulus!
Oh, that's a
Tiffany
good
Paulus
shot.
for 3.
They have good shooters this year on their team.
I love her. She's a kid you just cannot help but root for. She really is. 51-42. Thanks
got a
to
lot
the
of
Paulus
emotion.
3. She does. She played. She just wears that emotion on her, just on her sleeve. I mean, she's a very open kid like that. 51-44. And I always say it especially loud when they're down in the corner because I know they always hear me. You guys could hear me when we would do that in games. You know, they always hear that.
Yeah.
Here's Callie Walk. Paulus again.
Come on.
Not this time.
Oh,
Rebound,
good boards,
Husky.
Serena. Put it up.
Go up.
Nice.
Nice defense by Nims. Foul looked like all ball to me, but.
Yeah, that was.
It's all right. We'll take it.
Yeah, right.
No big deal.
It's 3 in a row.
You guys talk about the difference between, November, December ball versus you start getting January, February. There's just a completely different feel to those games. Not like these games aren't important because they all are, but, what's that like, when we turn the page and then going into the next year?
I think it gets a lot harder, and, I think, especially me and Abby, we played volleyball, too, during that time, so it was, like, wear and tearing on our body.
Right.
Yeah, it was those practices were rough. We would have 5 to 7 like basketball, and then we would have 8 to 10 volleyball, and then we would have like a game the next day, and we were just, I don't know, it's just pushing through it and
It's
having like a
mental
strong,
toughness.
strong mental mindset with everything, and knowing you have to play for your team is just like.
The season gets long, but I think like she said, playing with your team, like that's really what kept us going. Like, I loved going to practice because of the team. Like even if it was so hard, like. There were drills, we're not going to lie. Me and Abby we'd be partners and we'd be like, there's a defensive drill. I already told our coaches this so they know. But a defensive drill where it was like one-on-one and me and Abby would always be partners and we were like, all right, like we gotta calm ourselves down right now. Like I gotta go a little easy right now. Just because it was so tiring.
Yeah.
Olivia McClure. 10-point lead, 5:12 to go. Boy, she's a force inside.
Oh, yeah.
Lewandowski again. Claire Lewandowski. They want to get a hand in her
right
face
now.
out there.
Yeah, they need to get out there.
54-47,
This is where
under
they need to
5
calm
minutes.
it down. Oh, good pass.
Finish.
No good by McClure.
Olivia's 6 with it. She.
Traveling call.
I think she changed pivot feet.
Oh.
Yeah. I think she knew it too.
I never think it's traveling, but that's just me, I guess.
I know. I could never be a ref.
No,
Yeah.
that would be horrible.
Awful.
I could never be a ref, period. I could never have, if anybody would yell, like, oh, you missed that call, I'd be like, what'd you say?
I know.
Just going to the
I would tee up too many people.
I would be.
You're gone.
You're outta here.
I wouldn't make it through one half of one game, and I know that. There's just no way I could ever do that.
I know.
I get people that call me now, like, oh, you just mispronounced so-and-so's name. I'm like, okay, well, how about I not pronounce their name at all next time?
Just let them have it.
I don't really say that. I think it, but I never say it.
Well, now everyone knows.
Now everybody knows, right? I know. That's right.
He's
Darn
not getting
it.
any more calls.
Right?
Hey,
Like
you know what?
Gary.
Win-win.
True. Very true.
54-47, 4:51 to go.
This game went really fast.
And this is one thing I really always admired about your guys' team. You were really great at closing games out, and it's not an easiest thing in the world to do. But you get up on other teams and not let them back in. And what's happening here is there's a chance for CMH to climb back in and steal this thing in the end.
Oh yeah.
Here's Paulus across the timeline.
There was that Menominee Falls game. We were horrible the first half.
I don't think I played that game.
Yeah, I think you're
Remember
injured.
that.
And then the second half, we just came out and we just like destroyed them.
That was probably the one game last year that George got so mad at. Remember, he came in and he just hit this board or something, this whiteboard, and everyone's just jumped.
Everyone's
we all
eyes
were like,
were like,
oh my gosh,
so
like what just
wide.
happened?
And he just he was into us on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we came back and we won, and it was actually a really
Yeah.
good second half.
And you got a really good story out of it too, right?
Oh, I remember Kristen was on the bench and we were sitting next to each other, and she was slapping her legs so much because she was so like, oh my gosh, like what's going on?
Nervous?
At the end of the game, her entire thighs were so red. I was like, Kristen, are you okay?
I love Kristen.
I loved, like, our bench was so exciting last year. Like,
yeah, they were I feel like the bench was more fun to watch than the game sometimes.
I know.
Oh, the bowling pins and the whole thing was so funny.
Oh.
Foul on Stevens. She disagrees.
She always disagrees with her foul.
Vehemently.
Don't we all, though?
She vehemently disagrees.
That's only one foul on her, though. That's a pretty good game.
That is Abby's first foul. That's got to be a record. That's
right.
the longest she's ever went without getting a foul. 4:15 left in the game. 54-47. West Allis Hale. Alumni night, in case you couldn't tell. First shot, no good. Kellyanne Sotiros and Abby Arena joining us on the broadcast tonight. Well, 2-3 start for this team. I mean, is this where you guys, I mean, I don't know, you probably will sit around thinking about where you think this team's going to be this year, but I mean, 2-3, does that surprise you, not surprise you, to start the year so far?
I think it doesn't surprise me that much as to just the like just watching them play. I just think they need experience to play together.
Yes.
I think that they have so much talent, but their chemistry isn't there yet just because they haven't all played together.
I think they'll really strive more at the end of the season.
Yeah.
When they're like really, even in like January, I think they're really going to start because they're already.
Well,
they're
there.
Better, so
they're right there. I mean, the games that they've lost, it's been minus Germantown. It's been close. I mean, that Sussex
the Hamilton game was only 7 points, but they were up in the final minutes.
And they didn't play bad. They played as a team, and I think that's going to really make or break this team.
Yeah.
Lagizimo, nice pass. Boy, Olivia, take that up really strong. Good. You can take that one.
Oh, that's
Husky on the drive, no good, out of bounds. It's going to be.
She did.
Should be CMH ball, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
I think they're doing such a great job on offense sharing the ball right now.
Yeah, me too. This is a whole completely different team than what I watched 2 weeks ago.
Is it almost like too much the other way now? Because, I mean, I've seen several times, even under the basket, they're looking for the next pass instead of just going up with it.
I think that some of the post players, especially, I think they should always be looking to score.
I agree with you 100%.
Bill always told us last year, if you get the ball in the paint, you need to go up with it. And
definitely,
I think
Kellyanne,
they struggle with that a little bit.
I do, too. I think they're still looking for that extra pass, and I don't think you need to make it.
And I think Natalia and Abby, especially, like I think they're playing amazing games today.
Yes, agree.
Sharing the ball and the passes they've made today.
And they have such great chemistry. And I know obviously a big part of that is from just the experience they've had playing together, last year on the team. And you're trying to work in a whole lot of other players.
Right.
Here's Nims to the line for 1-1, I believe. First one in and good. 54-49. 3:39 to go. It's look what happened when we get talking. It's all of a sudden it's a 5-point game. Is it great seeing all your former teammates here back tonight?
Oh,
and
it
kind of brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it?
It does. It's funny because we weren't all that close outside of basketball, but you would never have guessed that watching.
Right.
Like it was so much fun.
Yeah, we were like a little family.
We were.
3:24 to go. 54-49. Oh, I know this offense. What's this one called, Abby? What do we call this?
I don't know what it's called, but I remember it because I always would run from the ball, and I made sure I would not get it in this moment. He would go stretch with his arms.
Offense.
And I would be like, oh, throw it in the corner.
You'd go down here. You'd make me go all the way up there. I'm like, seriously?
Yeah, I would go right in the corner and be like, no one come by me. I'm not touching the ball.
Feed it to Husky.
Oh, nice.
That's
good.
And
that's great. That's exactly what he was looking for.
And here's what people don't understand about the stretch offense, and you guys know this better than I do, is that people think it's like a four corners kill the clock, but in reality what it is it's stretching out the floor to find mismatches for athletes against defenders.
Yeah.
And you saw that right there. And that's the advantage you guys had last year in that you had so many athletes. So Abby, it was stretching out the floor to get a mismatch for you on somebody so you could get an open jump shot or a good look at the basket. Same with you, Kellyanne. I mean, that's what the whole point of the stretch offense is, not to kill the clock, but to find those mismatches for the best athletes to go against the other team.
Well, I think George is doing this too to calm them down, really, because with the lead that they just gave up, I mean, you got to calm them down somehow. And the speed that they go on is this team can just go, but sometimes you just need to calm it down. I think this play really calms them down. I think it's good. What's going on right now?
56-49. I'm not sure.
I have no idea. I'm trying to figure it out.
I think they're trying to figure out is one official the normal size, the other one super tall, or are they both super tall, or are they both like super short, but one looks really tall because he's so much taller than the other
Well,
one?
definitely one's tall because standing next to George, he was
Yeah, he was
skyrocketing.
Well, but
that
just
doesn't-
I know
that
that
really
just adds
doesn't
another
say-
layer to it. Like,
Right.
so is
Is he
George like
average?
miniature or average?
Oh, George
He's
is
getting there.
No,
He's
George is
getting
miniature. He's on the mini side of things.
Fun size, right?
Yeah, we like to call it that.
Rebound Stevens on the missed free throw, and there's a
Nice.
foul on the floor. That's going to be on number 2, Bella and Grilly. 16 fouls, so no bonus yet. Next one will be bonus for Hale the rest of the way. 2:44 to go, 56-49, 7-point lead for the Huskies. They've led throughout, but CMH, has, to their credit, has played well in the second half, trying to get this thing close. Here's Legizimon. Natalia, we were at her signing ceremony this week to William Penn, to Oskaloosa, Iowa, to play basketball next
awesome.
year.
Oh,
Nice
that's
pass.
a good
Kelly
pass.
Walk. Oh,
Oh.
can't finish it. Great pass
Nice.
from Amber
That's a
Lee.
good finish.
Amber with the dribbling.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Amber.
Legizimon
I love it.
on the
From
putback.
Eden Trail.
Boy, that was a nice pass.
Oh.
You were in my psych class, Amber Lee from Eden Trail.
Oh, yeah.
You can call Amber that. There's a new
Good
nickname.
decision. I think that's a decision by Callie to hold that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
George held his hands up like, what are you doing? But it's a 9-point lead with 2 minutes left. And mercifully, we'll get a foul call.
I'm like getting
The
nervous.
whole bench got up.
I know.
Oh, her shoe fell off. That's why. She
Everyone
lost the
was
shoe.
just, like attacking her.
I
was
know.
Like, what's going on?
Bonus. So Legizimon will go to the line for 1 and 1.
Look at his sheet out of his pocket.
I know, he always has that.
He always
And he
does.
whips
We'd
it
always
out.
pull it out too. Like, remember when I did that?
At practice or on the, we were at the thing and we were winning by a lot and we'd
We'd
slowly
pull it
like,
out.
pinch it out
Yeah.
so he wouldn't notice.
He would turn around and snag it.
Oh, that was so funny. I honestly loved when we started crushing a team and then we got to mess around on the bench.
I know. South Milwaukee's always a good one to
Oh,
look back
with
at.
Kristen.
Yeah.
That was the best. That was so funny.
Both free throws in, 60-49. Timeout. Let's take a look inside the Husky huddle here. We'll get a George close-up here. Oh, my thing's not hooked up here.
I gotta give a shout out to my grandma.
Say hi to Grandma.
My dad's mom's watching right now. Hi, Grandma.
Nice.
Hi, Gam Gam. I think we had to shout out Bergman too.
Oh yeah, Bergman over there.
She's the best.
What's your favorite
60-49.
George memory?
Favorite George memory?
Yeah.
That's a tough
I think
one.
we need a funny story to tell because I miss ripping on him, It's not the same
I know.
at home.
He needs it too. He needs to be
I
caught
know.
in check.
I wonder if he fell at any practices this year.
Oh, we can tell that one. That was a funny story.
That was. We were practicing with the JV one day, and so George had to be all tough that day, show him the ropes, and we were doing a shuffling drill, and for some reason, he's torn both his ACLs, and for some reason, he wanted to try and shuffle, and I remember I was right next to Abby, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, he just fell. Like, he was shuffling and just fell. And we're like, what? Like, why? Why did you do that? Like, why did you think that was a good idea? And he's on the ground. It was
so
bad.
funny.
It was
He was
so
just shuffling
bad.
and then he just tipped over.
Yeah,
He was
I
like, boom. And I'm like, George.
thought he tore another ACL. Not gonna lie.
Now, Kellyanne, I'll put you on the spot a little bit here, but
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
know one of the things that you said in the banquet speech was, all the sayings that he had that nobody ever understood.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So many. I don't even know where to start.
No one else would say anything, but like, besides me, because, well, first of all, I don't think they all wanted to say George, we have no idea what you're talking about. But I was gonna say it because I'm sitting here like, I have literally zero idea what you're talking about. He'd
What?
say I can't even say anything because I don't remember them. He'd be like, there was one he'd say the cavalry was coming, which I know it
All
now,
the time.
but that was his favorite. And I know
be
Skylar
at the
Fox
random
was the one
times,
who
too.
started it too. She was an old player, and she had no idea what that meant. And then my dad, I remember he was coming home and telling us that story, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. I'm like, what?
We just roll with it. We just laugh to make them feel a little bit better.
At the Germantown game, in Germantown, when you guys won that game that night right after the first of the year last year, after the game, he said, at the end of the day, there was never a doubt that nobody ever didn't give up. I'm like, I have absolutely no idea. Because I'm like, that nobody, so that means that everybody, wait a minute.
Oh my.
Like,
He says a lot of, he'll say some, I remember there was one, it was with an Indian or something. I don't know. Like cowboy and Indians. Like,
I remember.
do you remember that one?
Cowboy
And I'm
Indian
sitting there
thing.
and I'm like, someone's got to say it. Like, what are you talking about? We all looked around and I'm like, all right,
We all
like
looked
no
at
one
each
knows
other
what
and
you're
we're like,
saying.
what did he do? Like,
Yeah,
what?
I'm just like, what?
All the starters out now, 62-49, a minute 2 to go. Let's see if we can get some names with these numbers
We
here.
got a freshman in number 52. I think she just got cleared
Is
the
that
other day to
Hannah?
play. Yeah, this is her first time.
I cannot pronounce Hannah's last name.
Hannah, yeah.
Hadija? Hadija?
I don't know. I feel bad. I'm
how do
like
you
gonna
say it?
murder it. I don't know.
You get it? How do you say it?
Good one.
It's bad when you gotta say, do you get it? You know, that's bad. That means it's a terrible joke. Do you get it? Do you get it? Yeah, we get it. It was bad. So 44 also Ashley Rousey, a 5'9" junior.
I believe. Oh, Bryn is back in, number 14.
Bryn Zimmerman back in, 14.
Yup. Not sure who else.
They're heading for the exits early to beat traffic getting out of here tonight.
You. Bye.
You guys are like rock stars. I just hang around with you guys all the time. Well, non-conference game, but I mean, still, you know, as George would say, you know, a W is a W,
Yeah,
right?
very true.
Oh, the W.
W.
where,
Oh, that's so sad.
Bill used to make fun of me all the time. This is another really funny story because my W would like look like a U.
Me and Bill teamed up on that one.
And he
that was
used
a
to
good
just
one.
sit there and laugh at me and just make fun of me. And then he finally was like, Abby, you're not even making a W.
Thank
and
you.
I'm like just making a U on my forehead.
That's so funny.
You know, Abby, I always got a hard time because I do the YMCA, but I always did the C backwards on the YMCA.
Oh,
like,
like
okay,
that.
you're okay, that's not even a C. It's
That's
like
So
a,
you go that way?
yeah, it's like a dyslexic thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just, I still
Wait,
to
now
this day, I still do
Well,
it
where does it go?
backwards.
Oh, he goes this
see,
way.
Here
We
we
go this way.
All right,
I don't
here
I'm
we
even
go.
confused. That's crazy.
I'm sure,
Oh, number
I'm sure that happens
20,
at school
Savannah
all the time. You're
Hartson.
constantly doing the YMCA, I bet. 62-49, 40 seconds to go. Savannah Hart, yep, also
Yep. And Bresnik, too. Alexis Bresnik.
Is she the sweetest kid in the whole universe?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
she's so nice.
Sweet. It was. I loved playing volleyball with her too, because she like. I would be like kind of down on myself,
Yeah.
and she'd always be like, "It's okay," like, and be so nice, and I'm
I
like,
know.
I can't even be mean. Like,
There's
you're
never
just
a
so
problem
sweet.
in her.
I
Like,
know.
she'd always take every problem and just turn it into like, no, it's fine, you know.
Yeah.
And her
And she'd just be
parents are so
smiling.
nice, too.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
just great people.
It's a good family.
I'd be like, oh, well, we didn't get the game streamed. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I'm sure it was fine, you know.
We got this whole bench up right now. I can't see.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I got
Oh,
a good
don't
view
say that.
now.
Your dad will be all over me. Oh, complaining about the seating again.
Oh, gosh.
He calls me a diva.
He's the biggest diva
Right?
ever.
Oh no.
23.2 seconds, 62-49. Ladies, it's been a pleasure. But great seeing
Yes.
both of you
Yes,
guys.
this was really
This
fun.
is awesome.
and love to have you anytime.
Yeah, we'll come back every time.
Yeah, you
Do
do
it.
every alumni night.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
no,
no,
please
not
get
the
up.
one that was hurt.
She slid.
that was Hannah.
All right, she's getting up good. I just want to go give her a hug right now.
Everyone loves her too.
Oh, she's shooting.
She's going to go to the line. Hannah for 1-1.
We'll learn it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Hannah
that's-
Hadia.
Hadia.
Oh, I like
Hannah
that.
Hadia at the line.
Hadia.
Nadia. That's
That's a
fancy.
cool last name.
I want that last name.
Free throw, no
Okay.
good. Rebound, CMH.
Well, I know what they're going to be doing at the next practice, so
Maybe we'll work on free throws, maybe?
probably not. You know, probably
7
not.
seconds. 5 seconds, 62-49. Stick around, W7 Live player of the game coming up next. Hope you guys are ready. You're going to do the interview tonight, so be ready.
Wait, what? Like we're interviewing them?
Oh,
Yes.
that's amazing.
4 seconds,
What do we
3,
What do we
Get us
say?
those
What do we
two,
say?
I don't know.
1 second, and
Wait, we
that's
need the player of the game.
Your
We need to
final
discuss.
score, The West Allis Hale Huskies 62 and the Catholic Memorial Crusaders 49. And Coach Satiros does not look happy. You guys won, right?
Yeah. They didn't give a high five to each other, so they will be practicing free throws a lot.
We'll take a break. We'll be back with the W7 Live Player of the Game. We'll be right back.
Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. With his first shot.
Olivia McClure here, W7 Player of the Game tonight. How you doing? How do you feel?
Pretty good.
It's good. So we had a non-conference game, but a win's always a win.
Yeah.
So good. What did Coach say coming into this game?
Just to be stronger on the post and not get frustrated. Yeah.
I think you did really good on the post with your moves and everything. It was really impressive.
So he looked a little mad at halftime. Yeah, what did
he
he say at
feisty?
halftime?
Just that we had to start playing like our game and not like freaking out.
Yeah.
Playing better defense.
Yeah,
For sure.
That's good.
So what's your favorite part probably of being on this team right now this year?
I just love the team of it, you know, like the family aspect of it, because like everybody's so close. Sorry, but yeah, it's just nice being around people that like have such a good energy all the time.
Yeah, it makes it more fun coming to practice and doing games and everything.
So did Coach George say anything about your free throws today in
Oh, yeah.
halftime? He looked
That's a big one.
Oh yeah.
So how do you think you played tonight personally?
I think I played definitely better in the second half than I did in the first half.
How about your team?
I think we came together towards the end and played really
definitely.
well.
Definitely saw that. So I have one last question for you. Everything W7 does, we do for who?
For the girls.
Nice. Congratulations, Olivia.
Good job, Liv.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Yep.
See you tomorrow.